Hey, welcome back to the video where we are now going to test our to-do authenticate procedure. So we're going to go ahead and create a new example1 program, example1.rpgle, my favorite name. And of course, I'm actually just going to copy this code from up here and bring in the to-do API. That means we can now use it. So let's go ahead and create a procedure, a variable called token. It's going to be a variant character JWT length. And that will have us the token, and then we can say token equals to do authenticate, where we can pass in admin, and then of course the password, which is just password in this case. And then we can say, well, there's two ways we could check. We could actually just say to do successful. So if to do successful, then it could do a thing. And we could say, display successful login, else failed login. That's it. So let's compile that. Nope. Oh, could have got no main on there, and we should also do a return. Yep. Oh, and of course, my favorite DFT act group star no. Let's compile that. Okay, that compiled. So now we can actually go ahead and test this. Add libel e to do API start debug example1. So there's my to do authenticate. Let's go ahead and drop that breakpoint there and call example1. So I'm going to step into this and let's have a look what we got here. So I'm creating a new object. I'm setting the username and password, and I'm saying JSON string equals JSON as text. So there it is, the same request body as what we saw in in Postman. Close that. Build the URL. Oh, there's an issue. Looks like my constant still has the / in it. So let's just back out of this and let's go ahead and end debug. Let's go ahead and fix that up. Yes, it does. You can save that there. Fairly simple. All we're going to do is recompile the module and recompile the service program. And then we'll just be extra safe, we'll recompile the RPG2. Love it. So let's put a breakpoint on again. Let's call our example1. Let's step into it. Let's break through. So we know our JSON string is looking good. And let's see the URL here now. Looking great, looking great, looking great. Okay, let's see what this happens here. This is the part where it's calling the API. Let's have a look at our SQL state. 3800 display job log. Now you know why this is. It's because we haven't specified in the header that it's application JSON, I think. So what we are going to do is add some headers in our service program to determine that. Now it's actually quite straightforward, but I never remember this XML syntax, because you can't just pass headers. It has to be a specific format in which db2 for I, or just db2 likes in general. So it's this XML document where it has the headers, HTTP header property, and then there's values on those nodes as well. And we really just want content type application JSON. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's make a new variable and call it headers. We'll make this one a bit bigger. We'll make it 128 in length. And then, it's pretty straightforward. We're just going to say headers equals, and then, it's just a HTTP header followed by, I could just copy this, so I'm going to do that. That's the only bit of code that I never remember how to write, is this HTTP header piece. And close it out. Oh, HTTP header. So we now actually do need to pass this into our function, so headers like so. And we can go ahead and save that, and I can actually close this out now. Don't need this anymore because I can just copy from here. Let's go ahead and compile this. Oh, I used the wrong compilation. So that will create the module, and let's update the service program, and then recompile our program as well. And debug. Now let's go ahead and start debug example 1 again. We just got to get it back down to where we were. So let's call example 1, step into it, and let's put a breakpoint here first of all. Let's have a look at our headers. Application JSON. Very good. Let's call it. That was very fast. Display job log. Okay, well, good news, everybody. I found out that the issue was actually fairly simple, and we just have the headers and the JSON string around the wrong way. So let's go ahead and fix that. And let's just end the debug here. Let's go ahead and recompile our service program, update the module, update the service program, recompile our program to be extra safe. Let's go ahead and start debug 1 again, drop it on here, call example 1, and let's drop in on that. Let's step through, let's step through, let's step through. We have our headers. I'm not even going to double check it, but I'm going to assume we're all looking good. SQL state is all 0. We have our JSON string. That's looking beautiful. We have our success true, message authentication successful, and we have our token. Now let's actually get our token. So let's step there, step there. We have our token. That's fabulous. That's really amazing. We have to do successful, and we have successful login. Okay, so now, while this video was a bit longer than I expected, we did fix the issues, and now we're ready to start calling the other APIs, which is fabulous. So I think that's everything for this video, and I'll see you in the next one.